Hi, my name is Lola and I'm from Atlanta. Please like and subscribe. When I was a kid, my parents and I had adventures all the time. We played hide and seek. We fought monsters in our backyard. My life was fantastic. But when I turned 3, Mom gave birth to an evil witch named Genevieve.
Genevieve, we love you more than anything in the world.
Here you go, honey.
Hey, I was playing with that. Jen started walking at 9 months old. At 2, she could write her own name. And at 3, she could do the alphabet without making any mistakes. When Jen was 7, she won her first national spelling bee. She got a huge cash prize, and the reporter came over to interview her for the cover story of a magazine.
I'd like to thank my parents. I couldn't have done this without them.
We're so lucky to have a genius daughter. She's our pride and joy.
My parents kept gushing about Jen for hours as I sat in the corner. When the reporter finally said it was time for pictures, I joined my family for a photo, but Jen insisted that I stay out of it. My parents tried reasoning with her, but she was beyond reason.
It's my moment, and she'll ruin my image with her stupidity vibe. Like my brain sees pictures with this special lens, and I'll be able to feel her dumbness every time I look at the pictures. I can't explain how my brain works. Just make her go.
So Mom gave me some money for ice cream and told me to wait outside while the photo shoot happened. A couple of months later, I came home from school and found Jen sitting on my bed and all my stuff was gone.
Mom and Dad said I could switch. This room's bigger and has more space for my trophies.
But this is my room. Mom, Dad, may Jen give me my room back?
Lola, stop being ridiculous. You don't need a room this size. You don't have any trophies.
Jeannie, do you need anything? Should I put up some more shelves? A new bookcase?
I was so mad I threw myself on the ground and started screaming. This sucks, I'm leaving and I'm never coming back. I'll show you I'll get a new family that will appreciate me. I stormed out of the house. I got to the driveway and realized I had nowhere to go, so I decided to hide out in my treehouse. But then something crazy happened. My stomach started rumbling and I searched through my pockets to find a candy bar. Then out of nowhere, this girl appeared and snatched it out of my hand. Hey, that's mine. This is my treehouse. Get out.
I don't see your name on it.
It's written right there.
Oh,
Then the strange girl wrote the word Madison on the wall.
I guess we're roommates now. We'll just have to share.
Madison and I spent the rest of the day together. Then my mean old parents told me to come inside for dinner. They didn't even miss me or remember that I'd been upset. After that, when I wasn't at school or watching Janet spelling bees, I'd run out to the treehouse and spend time with Madison. One time we were pretending to have a sword fight in the backyard. It's over for you, Madison. Give up now.
You'll never take me alive.
Suddenly, Jen appeared out of nowhere.
Lola, who are you talking to?
Madison. Duh.
Who's that?
I turned around to introduce Madison, but she seemed to have vanished into thin air. She was just here. Must have scared her off with your mean vibes. I thought Jen would say something, but she just gave me a weird look.
I think you're old enough to not have an imaginary friend.
And went back inside and Madison instantly reappeared. Where did you go?
I didn't want to meet your stupid sister in there. I got you. You're dead.
When I was 12, I started junior high school, then Madison started sneaking into my school. She'd make funny faces and tell the best jokes. Madison, you're hilarious. Stop. Please. I'm going to pee my pants.
Who's Madison?
Is she talking to the wall?
Madison told me cool stories and she was such a gossip. She knew everything about everyone and she always had my back whenever a bully tried to mess with me. Having her around made me stronger and braver.
Hey, ugly, get out of my way.
Who are you calling ugly? You look like a rat and your breath smells like poo. Once I was cast in a school play and I had to do this huge monologue. My parents didn't even bother to come because Jen had a spelling competition the same day. I was so nervous I could barely speak, but then Madison showed up to cheer me on. I shook off my nerves and gave the best performance ever. I told my parents all about it, but they didn't care. Then one day things took a turn for my 15th birthday. Me and my family went on vacation. But when we got back home, I realized that Madison was gone. I searched for her everywhere. The treehouse at school and all over the house. She didn't show up. Madison, where are you?
What the heck are you screaming about? I can't even hear myself think.
I can't find Madison.
What are you for? Why do you keep acting like Madison is real?
She's real to me.
Look, I'm really busy, but do you want to talk? I know you're lonely and have trouble making friends, but this isn't healthy.
I'm totally fine. Just leave me alone and go back to your books. If it wasn't bad enough that Madison had just left me, Jen soon got moved up to my class because she was so smart, and all the other kids instantly loved her.
Is it true you can spell every word in the dictionary?
Yeah, almost. I am an international spelling champion.
Please. What was so impressive about spelling anyway? When was being able to spell the word crustaceology useful? Then one morning, the most popular girl in our class, Emily, handed out invitations to her birthday party. Hey, you forgot to give me my invitation.
Sorry, no freaks allowed.
Then she whispered to Jen and just loud enough for me to hear.
I can't believe you're related to her. I hope you can come. It's going to be the best party ever.
I don't think I have any contest that weekend, so I should be able to make it.
I watched as all the other kids waved their invites around. After school, I walked home and stopped at the candy store to cheer myself up. Just then, I caught this boy staring at me. What's your problem? Why are you staring at me? He reached behind me and pulled off a huge piece of paper that was taped to my back with the word loser written in bold black letters. I was so embarrassed. Then all of a sudden, I started to cry like a big baby.
What's wrong?
My life stinks. My best friend abandoned me, my family doesn't like me, and all the kids at school think I'm a freak and a loser.
You're not a loser.
You don't even know me.
I just have a feeling you're pretty cool and someone I'd like to know better.
His name was Hunter, and he was really cute, and we had a ton of things in common. We loved the same books and movies, and he made me laugh a lot. We quickly became friends, and having him around made me feel a lot less lonely. The more time I spent with Hunter, the more I started to like him. Then, one day, my parents called me into the kitchen for a family meeting.
Guess what, Lola? I got into St. Florence's Academy. Isn't that incredible?
Jen, we're so proud of you. We can't wait to start our new life in Chicago.
Chicago? What? No way! I'm not moving there. I'm not leaving Hunter.
Lola, don't be selfish. You'll find plenty of new friends in Chicago.
I don't need to make new friends. I already have a friend here. I'm not moving. I stormed off to my room. 10 minutes later, Jen showed up at my door.
Can we talk?
Why have you found more ways to ruin my life?
That's not fair.
You want to talk about fair? Ever since you were born, you've taken everything away from me. My parents, my toys, my room, and now my only real friend.
I know I wasn't very nice to you when we were kids, but I've tried reaching out to you after that to talk or help you out with your issues, but you just shut me out.
Issues? My only issue is you.
I'm sorry you feel that way. Yeah, right. Emily's throwing me a going away party tomorrow night. Come if you want, or just sit in your room being bitter. It's up to you.
Jen put the invitation on my bed and left. I was pissed at her, but I'd never been invited to a party before. My heart ached at the thought of leaving Hunter behind and never seeing him again. Hunter was more than my best friend. I felt I was in love with him. I invited Hunter to the party, and he agreed to go. The party was at Emily's mansion, and it was so much fun. The food was great, the music was spectacular, and the best thing of all was that Hunter was there with me. Then a slow song played. I like you.
I like you too.
You want to kiss me?
I really do.
We had the most magical kiss, but then something strange happened. I opened my eyes to find everyone staring and laughing and pointing at me, and Hunter was gone. Hunter?
Lola, what's wrong?
Where's Hunter? He was right there. I started to panic. Where could he have gone?
Hey, look at the freak making out with her invisible boyfriend.
Emily pointed at a huge screen on the wall. A video of me dancing alone and kissing the air played on a loop. I wished I could curl up into a tiny little ball and roll away. I ran out of there in tears and went straight to my treehouse. Minutes later, I heard a knock and Jen walked in.
Lola, please talk to me. Tell me what's going on with you.
I thought Hunter was a real boy I was in love with. How stupid is that? I'm a freak and a loser like everyone says.
No, you're not. You just found a way to cope with your loneliness. That's nothing to be ashamed of. Now you know the truth. Truth! And you can move forward.
Move forward to what? No one cares about me.
I do. From now on, I'll be here for you whenever you need me. I swear.
The next day, as the last of the moving trucks were being loaded, I made one last visit to the treehouse, and suddenly both Madison and Hunter appeared. How come you're both here now? Will you stay for long this time?
We just came to say goodbye. We don't think you need us anymore.
You have a chance to start over. Let other people get to know you. They don't know what they're missing. You're a super cool friend.
Thanks, you guys. You were there when I needed you the most.
Goodbye, Lola, and good luck.
It was sad to watch them leave for good, but it felt like it was time. We moved to Chicago and Jen was true to her word. Don't compare yourself to others. Self-love, forgiveness, and understanding are the keys to improving family relationships and healing our pain. Hi everyone, I'm Jenny, aka the Jockey Barbie. But before I tell you how I got that nickname, please like and subscribe. Growing up, my sister Clara had always overshadowed me. When I was 6 and learned how to play the ukulele, Clara taught herself to play the violin. When I put on a puppet show for my parents with stuffed animals, Clara directed a whole play with actors in fancy sets and everything. One time when I was 12, the president and the first lady came to visit our house for dinner. It was a big deal. There were a bunch of reporters and the staff prepared the house for weeks. My dad was so nervous that he started yelling at a servant.
This is gold cutlery. I told you to use silver. The First Lady hates gold. Fix it now.
Yeah, everybody knows that. Are you stupid?
When they walked away, I sneaked over to the servant, who was in tears. You're doing a great job. And then I slipped her a huge tip. I put on my best dress for dinner. I thought I looked cute, at least until I saw Clara. She looked like an absolute princess. At first it made me feel invisible, but then I decided to be brave. When it came time to serve the soup, I jumped up. I got this. I was thrilled. Finally, a chance to make mom and dad proud. I walked gingerly to the first lady, being extra careful, when suddenly a foot stuck out and tricked me. The bowl of soup flew off the tray and spilled onto the floor, startling the president and the first lady. When I stood up and saw Clara's smile, I understood everything.
Go to your room.
It wasn't my fault, it was Clara.
You're such an embarrassment.
The news was on television by midnight, and the next day, my parents sent me off to a boarding school on the other side of the country. It was lonely at first. My family was treating me like a black sheep, even though I'd done nothing wrong. My dad made sure my bank account was full, but he never had time to visit or even talk. I decided I couldn't spend all my time being homesick. I was going to make something of myself here. I signed up for all the top activities like horseback riding and ballet. By the time I was 16, I was #1 in all of them. I even ran for school president and won. Even though I was thriving, I didn't want to leave anything to chance, so I was always complimenting people and buying them gifts. I wanted people to like me, and it seemed to be working. With one exception, this boy Josh. Josh worked in the stables taking care of the horses and seemed immune to my compliments. Hey Josh, is that a new shirt? Looks nice.
It's old and covered in dirt. You don't have to try so hard to be liked, you know.
It was just a compliment, geez.
It was a fake compliment. You might have everyone else here fooled, but not me.
What was his problem? He did have gorgeous eyes, though. How about I take you out for lunch at La Rosa? It's the fancy place by.
No, I don't need your bribes. Happy riding.
It wasn't a bribe, it was an invitation. But Josh had already walked away. With race day only a week away, I needed to focus on training. But as hard as I tried, my mind kept wandering back to Josh. Maybe the right gift would win him over. Hey Josh, I saw these boots and thought of you.
Told you I don't want your bribes.
Do you even know what a bribe is? I'm not asking for anything in return.
Yeah, you are. You're asking me to like you.
So you admit you don't like me? What did I do to you?
I didn't say I didn't like you. I just don't know the real you.
At that moment, he leaned in close to me. Oh, my heart fluttered. Was he about to kiss me? But then he stretched past me to adjust the saddle. I totally knew that's what he was doing. Why would I even want Josh to like me? He was always dirty, smelled like a farm, and he was the least friendly person I knew besides my sister Clara. On the day of the race, I was feeling nervous, but I stayed focused and came in first place. My parents hadn't visited me since I'd arrived, but part of me was still hoping to see them in the stands cheering me on. Of course they weren't there, but to my surprise, Josh was.
Congrats.
I can't believe you came to support me. You to like me.
I was already here. It had nothing to do with you.
Josh smiled at me, and my heart skipped a beat. The next day, me and Nessa were on the front page of a national newspaper. Not long after that, I got a call from my dad. I was shocked. He normally just sent me emails.
Hey honey, I wanted to let you know we're very proud of you. Feel free to mention my business the next time you talk to reporters.
Thanks, Dad. I will. Do you think you'll be able to come visit soon?
I'm afraid not. We're in Japan with your sister right now.
Japan?
Sorry, honey, but we'll definitely come when you try out for the Olympics team. That's the big one.
Just then, Clara's voice rang out.
Yeah, anyone can win a national race. An international race is the real challenge.
That's not fair. I worked really hard. You've never won a national race.
We have to go, honey. We just got to the Hello Kitty store.
Then he hung up without even saying goodbye. I couldn't help it. I started to cry, and that's when Josh found me. Go ahead, make fun of me. You know you want to.
I never wanted to put you down. I just wanted you to be real, and it looks like you finally aren't.
Yep, real tears and snot here. As real as it gets.
Come on, I want to show you something.
Josh held out his hand. I felt a rush of warmth as I took it. Josh took me to the fields behind the school and showed me the silly horses. It was the cutest thing I'd ever seen. I approached the mom slowly so I wouldn't spook her.
Whoa. She doesn't like most people. Be careful.
Just then, the mom nuzzled her nose against my hand. Ah, you're just a big sweetie, aren't you, girl? I noticed Josh looking at me funny. What?
I just never realized how gentle you are.
After that day, Josh and I started hanging out more. It was strange and funny, and I loved how kind he was to animals. I was surprised to learn that he didn't actually go to our school.
No way my parents could ever afford that. They've been struggling with money, so I took this job to help out.
Josh, I'm so sorry.
Why we're happy. I love working with horses. Sure, times are tough, but money isn't everything. They're amazing parents.
You're lucky. I mean, don't get me wrong. My parents are great. They're just not around much. But as the months went by, I started hearing from my parents more and more often. They even came to visit. I was winning races left and right, and the media nicknamed me the Jackie Barbie. I was on television, magazine covers. My life was a whirlwind.
Honey, I thought you were going to mention my business during your interview today.
I did, didn't I?
Yes, but only once. We agreed on 4 times. Repetition sells.
Okay, I'll try harder next time. My favorite moments were the quiet ones, just me and Nessa going for rides before sunsets, and my long talks with Josh in the stables. One day our hands touched and I felt that same charge I did before, but this time Josh didn't pull away. He took my hand in his and leaned in, our lips nearly touching.
Ew, are you seriously about to kiss the stable boy?
Clara's timing was the worst.
I have a name. It's Josh.
Oh, whatever you say, Josh.
What are you doing here, Clara?
Just wanted to remind you that you may think you're hot stuff now, but you're still the same old loser you've always been.
Sounds like you're jealous that Jenny's finally getting the spotlight instead of you.
Josh, that's not nice.
Are you seriously taking her side?
I just want everyone to get along. Is that so wrong? Clara rolled her eyes in disgust and left. I was hoping Josh might try to kiss me again, but he left too. At least Nessa was still on my side. You still like me, don't you? Girl, don't give me that look. Thankfully, Josh didn't stay mad at me for long. He even invited me over for dinner to meet his parents. Their house was tiny and chilly from a broken heater, but his parents were the sweetest. His mom made a lot of delicious dishes for dinner. Later that night, Josh showed me the hill where he loved to lay out and look at the stars.
One day I'm going to have enough money to open stables of my own. I'll buy my parents a ranch and it will be filled with horses and happy animals roaming free. Sorry, I'm rambling.
Not at all. I think it's a beautiful dream. Josh gazed into my eyes, and in that moment we had our first kiss. I wish I could have stayed with him on that hill forever, but I had a race to win. Unfortunately, Nessa wasn't feeling well, and we only came in third.
3rd place. You won't get into the Olympics with a record like that.
Winning isn't everything, Dad. I'll have to take a break for a little while so Nessa can recover.
A break? Nonsense. She's just a dumb horse. You can replace her. This one looks healthy.
My dad patted another horse on the rump, and the horse angrily kicked its stall. My dad got startled and jumped up. I couldn't stop laughing.
Stupid animals. I'm leaving, honey. We just want what's best for you, and the Olympics are a golden opportunity. I hope you do what's right.
I didn't like the idea of riding another horse, but I didn't want to let my parents down either, so I started training again with a new horse named Clyde. Clyde wasn't the friendliest, but boy was he strong. One day after training, my parents took me to a fancy restaurant for dinner. I insisted on bringing Josh with me. Even though my parents looked down on him for not being rich, they were polite and enough not to say that out loud. But Clara was another story.
Pass me the salt, stable boy.
Get it yourself, rich girl.
I'll grab it. All evening went like that, with Clara and Josh arguing, my parents looking awkward, and me trying to keep the peace, but it didn't work.
I don't have to take this. I'm leaving. Jenny, are you coming with me or staying?
My heart sank. I didn't know what to do. If I left, my family might stop talking to me again. But if I stayed, I could lose Josh.
I'll make the decision easier for you. I'm done. Have a nice life, Jenny. Hope someday you learn to stick up for yourself.
And then he left.
Geez, what was his problem?
Shut up, Clara. You got what you want. The next day, I went to the stables to apologize to Josh. I'm sorry my family were all such jerks to you.
Don't you think it's a little weird they only started showing up now that you're famous and successful?
It's not like that. You don't know them. It's complicated.
They're using you, Jenny. At least Clara is honest enough to be a jerk to your face.
She's not a yerk, she's my sister.
You deserve better than them. I wish you could see that.
Well, maybe you should stick to horses because you obviously don't have a clue about people.
Like you're some expert. You're so afraid of people disliking you that you buy them off with gifts. It's sad.
And with that, Josh walked away. He was so judgmental. For a moment, I almost threw a temper tantrum, but then Nessa leaned down to comfort me, calming me down. I was frustrated with Josh, but maybe he had a point. I decided it was time to make some changes. I stopped mentioning my dad's business and interviews. I still complimented people, but I made sure the compliments were sincere, not empty words to make them like me. I stopped buying everyone expensive gifts too. It's true, I lost some friends when I stopped being so generous, but the ones who stayed were amazing. And the best part was, I knew they liked me for me. On the morning of the race, I knew what I had to do. I was at the starting line with the other racers, waiting for the starting whistle to blow. My parents and Clara were in the stands. The whistle blew, and I turned my horse around, racing quickly in the opposite direction.
Jenny, where are you going? You're going to lose. All your hard work will be for nothing.
Sorry, Dad. Guess I just don't care about winning as much as you do.
You're embarrassing this family.
You do that just fine on your own. My dad turned beet red. Clara started laughing.
Look who grew a backbone. Go get him, sis.
And with that, I spurred Nessa forward and we raced for the stables. I just hoped Josh would be there. I looked around everywhere and couldn't find him. Then I heard a voice.
Did you pay to fix the heater at my family's house?
Look, I wanted to ask permission first, but I knew you'd just say no. It's not a bribe. You don't have to talk to me or even like me. Your parents were kind to me and I wanted to return the favor. That's all. And I finally stood up to my parents. I'm done being a people pleaser.
Good for you. So tell me, what does Jenny the jockey Barbie want to do first?
I kissed Josh, and he held me in his arms. A person's true worth doesn't lie in achievements or fame, but in kindness, sincerity, and the courage to speak their truth.
Please, leave me alone.
Mom ran down the dark corridor, looking for a place to hide, turning every doorknob that she came to. Finally, a door gave way, and she crouched in a corner, but it was too late.
Stay away from me. Stay away.
Hey, I'm Anastasia. My friends call me Anna, but my parents call me.
Stay away from me!
R.
Leave me alone!
Okay, I was being a little dramatic at the start of the video. Mom wasn't actually scared. This is how it really played out.
Mommy, can you read me a bedtime story?
Please leave me alone. Go ask your dad.
Daddy! Look, I was outside playing and stepped in dog poop. See?
No, stay away from me.
My nanny looked after me, mostly because my parents were super busy with their careers, and she always called me Miss. So, I thought my real name was Stay Away From Me. It wasn't until my first day of kindergarten that I found out I was wrong.
And what's your name, sweetie?
Stay away from me.
Excuse me, what did you just say?
Stay away from me.
Next thing I knew, my parents and I were sitting in the principal's office. Sure, I got into trouble, but at least my parents used my name more after that. And when I was 4, something amazing happened. My sister Isabella was born, and she was beautiful.
Oh, I have the most beautiful daughter anyone could ask for.
I was so bummed by what she said that I stuck my tongue out at her. But I got over it soon enough. I finally had someone to play with. Or so I thought. You see, Mom didn't want me near Isabella.
Shoo! Go away!
But one night, Isabella couldn't sleep and was screaming at the top of her lungs. I crawled into her crib and began to sing her lullabies. And then, soon enough, she was sleeping peacefully. I felt like the best big sister ever, but we never had a shot at getting close because of the way my parents treated us. They were less busy with work now and spent all their time fawning over Isabella and spoiling her while completely ignoring me.
You know what I see in the mirror? I see 2 beautiful girls with unlimited potential. Oh, Anna, how long have you been standing here?
I was here first, brushing my hair. You didn't even see me?
They'd whisk Isabella off to the mall or spa, and one time, they even took her to Paris while I was stuck with the neighbor and turned 9 cats. It bothered me a lot at first, but eventually, I just kinda got used to it. But my parents were slowly turning Isabella into a monster who bullied them and threw a fit anytime she didn't get her way. She would try to boss me around too, but I mostly wouldn't give in, which didn't sit too well with her. Like this one time when I was in 5th grade, I was eating spaghetti, and she turned to me with a weird look in her eyes.
Spaghetti and worms taste the same, don't you think?
What? My stomach churned when I looked on my plate, and sure enough, there were worms mixed with my spaghetti.
Ew!
When I told my parents, they told me it was a harmless prank. Every time Isabella did something to me, they would make excuses for her and brush it off. Even the time she cut my head out of all the family pictures.
She's too young to know what she's doing.
She's just having fun. Lighten up.
The weekend before middle school, I bought this super cute outfit for my first day, and I couldn't wait to put it on. But when I was getting ready, I couldn't find it anywhere. That is, until I entered the kitchen, and there sat Isabella in my outfit.
Isabella, that's mine!
It looks better on me. I look like a doll.
I rushed over to Isabella and tried to pull my outfit off of her when Mom dragged me away.
Anna, what are you doing to your little sister?
I want her to take off my clothes.
Oh, is that what you want? You should have said it nicely.
And then she took a pair of scissors and cut herself out of the dress.
Oh my God, you're such a psycho! Mom, aren't you gonna say anything?
Yes, if you knew how to share your things, you could both enjoy them. But now look at what you made your sister do.
I could pull my hair out. There was no winning against this brat when she had some magic spell cast on my parents. As I grew older, I just avoided my family as much as I could and faded into the background. I decided to focus on what I loved singing, and I became quite good at it. But I only realized exactly how good I was when I was 16, 2 months before high school started. I'd taken up a small gig at a cafe to sing occasionally, and when I was done, a stunning lady approached me.
Hi, I'm Gigi. You have a beautiful voice. I'd like to sign you up as a singer. What? You want me? Yes. I could make you a star.
It was an offer I couldn't refuse. I gave Gigi my address, and when she arrived at my house later that evening, my parents were quite surprised, and Issa looked so jealous.
But why would you want to sign her up?
Because she's talented.
But her looks?
Can be altered to look the part.
What do you mean, altered?
By the time my people are done with you, you won't even recognize yourself, kiddo.
The following week, I went to the studio with Gigi, and I felt like I was in a dream. And after rehearsals, Gigi's makeup artists took over, and she was right. I barely recognized myself. I looked amazing. When I got home, Mom looked shocked.
Oh my God, Anna, you look stunning.
My heart flipped with excitement. Did my mother just give me a compliment?
As stunning as a chicken in a jumpsuit.
Later that week, Mom took me shopping. In fact, over the next 2 weeks, Mom and I spent a lot of time together. We went to spas, dinners, and we even spent a day in Paris. I'd picked up a few things there for Isabella, but when I went to give it to her, she dumped everything on my head.
You think you're better than me because of this music gig? Your days are numbered! Witch!
Did my baby sister just threaten me? I was too busy to think too much about what Isabella said. I worked hard and released my first album, and by the time I started high school, I was already famous.
Oh my God, her skin is flawless.
She's such an amazing singer. I can carry your books around.
But life just had to give me lemons, and this lemon was Mandy, the meanest and richest girl in school. She transferred to our school the year before and was the most popular girl around. But clearly, I dethroned her now because I had way more fans and social media followers than her, and she just couldn't handle it.
Others may have forgotten how ugly you really are, but I'll never forge. And I'll make sure the others don't, either.
I tried to ignore her and just enjoy my newfound fame. But of course, Mandy did everything to ruin it. This one time, after gym class, she filled my body wash with oil. Another time, she filled my bag with live frogs that went crazy in the science lab. She was a lunatic. And then, one afternoon, while walking through the mall, I saw Mandy and Isabella together. Mandy was shoving a dress into Isabella's hand and looking over her shoulder. Wait, was she trying to get Isabella to shoplift? I stormed over to them immediately.
Mandy, what are you doing with my sister?
Mind your business, Anna. She's my friend. And wait, way better than you.
Issa, she can't be that good. If she's trying to get you to steal clothes, you're coming with me?
But Issa bit my arm hard and ran off.
Stay away from my sister, Mandy!
But after that, I'd see the two of them together all the time. If they wanted to run their own Anastasia hate club, then fine. I had better things to focus on, like my very first concert that Gigi has arranged to boost album sales. On the night of the concert, my family came to support me, and I was so excited. I grabbed the mic, and I stepped onto the stage confidently. And I was totally owning it. Everything was going great until someone from the crowd screamed and pointed at the chandelier above me, which was falling down. One of my guitar players threw himself at me and managed to get me out of the way, seconds before the chandelier crashed on stage. Before I could even process what had happened, Gigi whisked me away to get me checked up at the hospital. A few days later, I came across the opportunity of a lifetime. There was one spot open in the most prestigious music college, and they'd be visiting the school in 3 months to hold auditions. I just had to get that scholarship.
You can drool on that spot all you want, but it's mine.
Gosh, why was the world always putting Mandy and me against each other? She played the piano, and she was good. Beethoven good. I couldn't let her win this. I threw myself into practice. After rehearsals with Gigi, I'd stay back in the studio and practice for my big day. One evening, while I was walking home from practice and saw Mandy picking a loaf of bread out of the trash. She's the richest girl at school, so why is she digging through garbage for food? I followed Mandy until she went into the bad part of town. The houses were small and shabby, and I watched as she entered one of them. What on earth? I needed to know what was happening, so I walked up to the door and was about to knock when I heard a familiar voice. Isabella.
I told you already. I'm done with this. I'm not doing your homework, shoplifting, or going out of my way to be your puppet.
Isabella was making Mandy do stuff. Feeling shocked, I pulled out my phone, opened the door by an inch, and started recording. What I heard next made my head spin.
You'll do as I say. or I'll spill your filthy little secret all over the internet.
I am so sick and tired of this. Tell everyone I don't care.
You the only so popular, Mandy, not caring what people think. Are you really comfortable with people knowing that your father is rotting in jail for fraud, while you and your mother are left with nothing and living in this rat hole? I find that hard to believe, given how hard you've been trying to keep up appearances in school.
I've done everything you've asked me to do since you read my diary and discovered my secret. You made me tamper with the chandelier at Anna's concert. She could have gotten seriously hurt. I should have never agreed to do it. It's been giving me nightmares.
But if you don't do as I say, I'll tell everyone what you did. Oh, yes, I recorded it. And then you'll go meet Daddy in jail.
Do your worst, Isabella. I don't care.
I watched in horror as Isabella picked up a bat and raised it at Mandy. I flung open the door and lunged at Isabella, not a bat from her hand, and pinned her to the ground.
Get off, you ugly jerk!
Did you completely lose your mind? What have I ever done to hurt you? How could my own sister hate me so much?
Because you overshadowed my life. You should have never been in the picture, and I'd do anything to bring you down.
Isabella lunged at me with a scream, but the commotion had attracted the attention of some neighbors who came running in and held Isabella. Someone called the police, who took her away kicking and screaming. I was still reeling with shock when Mandy turned to me.
You helped me. Why?
We may have our differences, but I couldn't let Isabella blackmail you or hurt you.
Thanks, Anna.
No problem. That's what friends are for.
Friends? Are we friends?
Maybe we could try. Crazier things have happened.